Salam and hi everyone. This week we are going to be looking at informal phrases. What are informal phrases? These are chunks of words that you use in informal setting, either in everyday conversation or in informal pieces of writing, like an email to a friend or letters to family members. You also use informal phrases when you are writing stories, especially in dialogues, to make it sound more genuine and authentic. For example, in Bahasa Melayu, we talk or write informally using bahasa pasar. So, formal, informal, how do we begin? Okay, let us start with the first one. Okay, so the first phrase that we are looking at today is get used to. So get used to means, it is used to talk about being accustomed to something, being familiar to something, or getting accustomed to something. Okay, you can use get used to with either an idea, fact, life, a way or a smell or place or sight. You can also get used to being something or seeing something, living, having, hearing, getting and doing. In Bahasa Melayu, an equivalent of this phrase would be membiasakan diri. Okay, let's take a look at some examples. Okay, so get used to. An example of these phrases in sentences would be, I'm getting used to driving in the rain. Saya sedang membiasakan diri untuk memandu di dalam ketika waktu hujan. Okay, and secondly, you will soon get used to this place. Okay, kamu akan membiasakan diri dengan tempat ini. Okay, and thirdly, okay, since I moved to the city, I have got used to the noise. Okay, sejak saya berpindah ke bandar, saya telah membiasakan diri dengan bunyi bising. Secondly, it's the phrase after all. Okay, after all is used to add information that shows what you have just said is true. It can also be used to show that something is still true despite earlier problems or doubts about it. Okay, in Bahasa Melayu, an equivalent of this phrase would be nampaknya. Okay, for example, okay, the example sentences are, the rain stopped and the game went ahead after all. Okay, hujan telah berhenti dan permainan itu nampaknya terus berlangsung. Okay, second sentence, I do love her. After all, she is my only sister. Saya memang sayang dia. Lagipun, okay, lagipun dia ialah satu-satunya adik saya. Okay, and the third one is, you don't need a new laptop. After all, you don't use it often. Okay, so this means kamu tidak perlu laptop baharu. Okay, lagipun kamu tidak menggunakannya selalu. The third phrase is as it turns out. And this phrase is used for saying what the situation really is when something different might have happened. It can also be used to say that something or someone eventually becomes something else or is found to have a particular identity, quality, ability, or etc. Okay, sample sentences. Okay, they said that the repairs would cost around £20,000, but as it turns out, the final bill will be twice that amount. Okay, and here it means that the person was expecting that the repair would cost them probably around £20,000, which is a lot already. But rupa-rupanya, as it turns out, the final bill was much more expensive. Okay, secondly, she is now living in Japan, as it turns out. Okay, in Bahasa Melayu, it would be rupa-rupanya dia sekarang tinggal di Jepun. Okay, and the third sentence, as it turned out, we didn't have to submit the essay. Okay, rupa-rupanya kami tidak perlu menghantar they say. Okay, let's take a look at the fourth one now. Okay, the fourth phrase is can't believe. And this phrase, I think you use it often as well. Okay, it is used to emphasize a statement. Okay, and it is often used to indicate our surprise or dismay. Dismay would be like disappointment. Okay, another word is disappointment. In bahasa Melayu, it would be like tidak sangka. Okay, tak sangkanya. Alright, so example sentences. Okay, I can't believe how ugly that dress is. Tidak sangka dress itu begitu hodoh. Okay, the second sentence. You broke my iPad? Can't believe you. How could you do such a thing? And here it displays your disappointment. Okay, saya tak percaya awak dah merosakkan iPad saya. Sampai hati awak buat begitu. Okay, and thirdly, she couldn't believe her good luck. Okay, dia tidak sangka dia akan bernasib baik. Okay, the next phrase is won't do any good. So this phrase is used to show that something will not have any effect or success. Okay, it can also mean that whatever you do, it would not help the situation at all. Okay, so in bahasa Melayu, it would mean tiada gunanya. Okay, so some examples. I will talk to her, but I think it won't do any good. Saya akan bercakap dengan dia, tetapi saya rasa ia tidak berguna. Okay, secondly, it wouldn't do you any good to think about the past. Okay, tiada gunanya untuk memikirkan tentang peristiwa lalu ataupun masa lepas, masa yang lalu. Okay, and thirdly, it's a free service, but it won't do you any good unless you register before the device is stolen. Okay, ia adalah servis percuma, tetapi tiada gunanya sekiranya kamu tidak mendaftar sebelum alatan kamu dicuri. Okay, next is the phrase while you are at it. Okay, and this phrase is used to tell someone to do something while they are doing something else. Okay, it can also mean that when you are talking about someone doing some related activity at the same time. Okay, in bahasa Melayu, you sometimes use alang-alang, so it is almost the same. So examples, I'm just going to clean my boots. Well, you can clean mine too while you are at it. And I guess those are related activities. You are asking someone to do a task while they are doing something else. Okay, I'm sure most of you have this experience of you doing something and then suddenly your parents come and ask you to do, oh, since you are already cleaning your room, why don't you clean the bathroom as well? Okay, so alang-alang dah mencuci bilik, apa kata? Cuci tandas sekali. Okay, alright. Secondly, why don't we take pictures while we are at it? Okay, alang-alang marilah kita mengambil gambar bersama-sama. Okay, and then thirdly, since we are cleaning the kitchen, we should wash the floor while we are at it. This is similar to what I just mentioned just now. Okay, and then the next phrase is it's not light. Okay, which means that something is not true. Okay, in bahasa Melayu it will be like bukannya betul. Okay, it can also be used when you want to give reason for doing or not doing something. So let's see how it is used in sentences. Okay, the first sentence, it's not like I eat fast food all the time. Bukannya saya makan fast food setiap masa. Okay, secondly, there's no bridge. It's not like we can drive to the island. Tiada jambatan tersedia. Bukannya kita boleh memandu ke pulau tersebut. Okay, and thirdly, we just have to stay home. It's not like we have to go to war. Okay, kita hanya perlu tinggal di rumah. Bukannya kita kena pergi kita perlu pergi berperang, okay, which is very suitable with the situation that we are in right now. Okay, alright. Next phrase is have a bad feeling about. Okay, and this phrase is used to show an unpleasant feeling that something bad would happen. You have like a sense that something, I don't feel so good about this. I have a bad feeling about this. So you can have a bad feeling about a place, about a trip, about stuff, about mission, okay, about a person even. Okay, you also have a bad feeling, getting or being or standing in something. Okay, for example, okay, I refuse to get on that plane today. I just have a bad feeling about it. Okay, a bad feeling would be like rasa tidak sedap hati. Saya tidak mahu naik kapal terbang hari ini. I just have a bad feeling about it. Saya merasa tidak sedap hati. Okay, second sentence. She has a bad feeling about what he offered her. Dia merasa tidak sedap hati dengan apa yang ditawarkan kepadanya. Okay, and thirdly, they did not want to go as they had a bad feeling about the event. Mereka tidak mahu pergi kerana mereka merasa tidak sedap hati tentang event tersebut. Event is majlis tersebut. Okay, sorry, it flew. My train of thought just derailed. Okay, so next one, number 9. So much for. Okay, so this phrase is used to express disappointment at the fact that a situation is not as you thought it was. Okay, it is also used to show that you think a particular idea or statement or activity has no value. Okay, or that you have finished talking about something. Okay, let's see how it is used in sentences. The first sentence, the car won't start. So much for going to the beach. Okay, kereta itu tidak mahu hidup. Okay, so much for going to the beach. Konon-kononnya dapatlah kita ke pantai. So much for is like konon in bahasa Melayu. Okay, so much for dieting. I just ate one whole cake today. Okay, kononlah berdiet. Okay, I just ate one whole cake today. Saya dah makan sebiji kek hari ini. Okay, and thirdly, so much for polite introduction. Now let's get started on work. Okay, habislah sesi perkenalan diri. Marilah kita bermula bekerja. Okay, number 10, the 10th phrase for today is have a go at. Okay, and this phrase is used to show that one is making an attempt or at or trying. So you can have a go at building, at trying, at getting, at proving or explaining. It can also mean to attack or to criticize someone. So how is it used in sentences? Okay, the first example, I don't know how to play this game, but I'll have a go. Saya tidak tahu bagaimana untuk bermain permainan ini, tapi saya akan mencuba. Okay, so have a go is like mencuba. Okay, in Terengganu we had a go at making batik. Di Terengganu kami mencuba membuat batik. And thirdly, there were a couple of men having a go outside our restaurant last night. So having a go here means to attack each other. Okay, the 11th phrase for today is all it takes. Okay, this phrase is used to show that one has to have certain qualities or character to be successful. In bahasa Melayu, an equivalent of this phrase would be hanya memerlukan. So basically it means all that is required or needed for something to succeed, untuk berjaya. So what are the sample sentences? Okay, the first sentence, all it takes is for one person to get infected and it is spread in our community. So, ia hanya memerlukan seorang sahaja untuk dijangkiti dan ia akan merebak di dalam komuniti kita. Okay, this is very true with COVID-19. Okay, the second sentence, 2 minutes were all it took for the thief to break in. Hanya 2 minit diperlukan oleh pencuri itu untuk memecah masuk. Okay, and the third sentence, to start an online business, all it takes is a computer. Untuk memulakan perniagaan atas talian, ia hanya memerlukan sebiji komputer. Okay, sebiji or is it sebuah komputer? Please pardon my bahasa Melayu. Okay, next phrase, for the past. Okay, for the past is used to refer to a period of time before and until the present. Okay, so for the past hour, how many hours there is, for the past day or week or month or year or decade or even century even. Okay, so in bahasa Melayu it would be like using the word sejak. Okay, so sample sentences. Okay, he has been doing yoga for the past 30 years. That is why his body is so strong. Dia telah melakukan yoga sejak 30 tahun lalu. Sebab itulah badannya begitu kuat. Okay, and secondly, for the past hour she's been on the phone. Dia sedang bercakap telefon. Dia telah bercakap telefon sejak sejam yang lalu. Okay, especially kan some of you, those who have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you might be on the phone for a long time. Okay, and thirdly, most shops have remained closed for the past 1 month. Okay, kebanyakan kedai telah tutup sejak sebulan yang lalu. Okay, next, 13. Okay, not much of a or of an. Okay, this phrase is used to say that someone or something is not a very good example of whatever it is. Okay, so if you describe something as not much of a particular type of thing, you mean that it is small or it is of poor quality. Not much of a surprise, not much of a problem, not much of an issue, not much of a story. Okay, it means that it's not much at all. It's not much at all. So in bahasa Melayu, it would be like tidak seberapa. Okay, examples. I'm not much of a detective, am I? Saya ni bukanlah seorang detektif, okey, ataupun saya ni detektif yang tidak seberapa, kan? Macam itulah. Alright. And then second sentence, we haven't had much of a summer this year. Okay, kita tidak mengalami musim panas yang bagus. Okay, it's not much, tidak seberapa. Okay, it wasn't much of a cake but we've tried. Kek ini tidak seberapa tapi kami telah mencuba. Okay, is that clear? Alright, so number 14, will give anything to or for. So this phrase is used to say that you would very much like to have something. Okay, it's like you berkorban apa saja, akan berbuat apa sahaja. It is to emphasize that you are very eager to do or have something. Okay, and examples for this phrase. Okay, I would give anything for a trip to Maui right now. Okay, saya akan berbuat apa sahaja untuk pergi bercuti ke Maui sekarang. Okay, I'm sure, I bet a lot of us would give anything if we could go places or travel during this PKP. But of course, we need to stay home. Okay, alright. Secondly, I would give anything to be like you. Saya akan berbuat apa sahaja untuk menjadi seperti awak. Okay, and third sentence, Claire will give anything to be back home again. Claire akan memberi apa sahaja, akan berbuat apa sahaja untuk balik ke rumahnya. Okay. Number 15, not even close. Okay, this phrase is used to say that something is nowhere near the truth. Okay, or to emphasize that it is really wrong. Okay, in bahasa Melayu, it's like langsung tidak, langsung tidak. Okay, so examples of this: our work is not even close to being done because many of these diseases are preventable. Okay, kerja kita langsung tidak hampir selesai kerana kebanyakan penyakit ini boleh dicegah. Okay, so for example, what we are suffering from now. Okay, like COVID-19, it is preventable, but you have to be diligent at making sure that you are safe, okay, and that you break the chain of infection. Okay, second sentence, that is not even close to the right answer. Okay, langsung tidak betul. Okay, langsung tidak dekat dengan jawapan yang sebenar. Okay, and thirdly, we did not solve the problem, not even close. Kami tidak menyelesaikan masalah itu. Langsung tidak. So it's not enough just saying we did not solve the problem. You want to emphasize it. So you use the phrase not even close. Okay. Number 16, out of the question. Okay, and this phrase is used to show that an event cannot possibly happen or not allowed to happen. Okay, again, it is also used to emphasize that something is impossible or unacceptable. In bahasa Melayu, an equivalent of this would be like mustahil or tidak mungkin. Okay, examples. Number 1, the class ends at 2 and leaving before then is out of the question. Kelas tamat pada pukul 2. Jadi, untuk keluar sebelum itu memang mustahil ataupun tidak mungkin dapat dilakukan. Okay, and second sentence, a trip to New Zealand is out of the question this year. Okay, percutian ke New Zealand memang mustahil untuk tahun ini. Okay, and third sentence, you want to have a tattoo on your face? That's definitely out of the question. Awak nak ada tattoo di muka? Tentulah tidak mungkin. Mustahil lah, tak boleh. It's out of the question. Tidak mungkin, awak tidak boleh dapatkannya. Okay, probably something that parents would say to their kids. Okay, number 17, can or cannot afford to. Okay, this phrase means having or not having the financial means to do something or buy something, but it could also mean being able or unable to spare or give up on something. Okay, in bahasa Melayu it would be tidak mampu. Okay, what are some of the examples? Number 1, we can't afford to send our children to a private college. Kami tidak mampu untuk menghantar anak-anak kami ke college swasta. The second sentence, few of us could afford to live in London. Okay, hanya segelintir dari kami boleh mampu untuk tinggal di London. Okay, because it's expensive to live there. Okay, and thirdly, she couldn't afford the time off to see him. Dia tidak mampu untuk meluangkan masa untuk pergi berjumpa dengan dia kerana kerja. Okay, so you can either meluangkan atau you mampu untuk membeli sesuatu. Okay, number 18, not until. So this phrase is used to mean not before something happens, and it is also used to emphasize that something does not happen before a certain point in time or before something else has happened. In bahasa Melayu, it would be sehinggalah. Okay, so examples of this: it's not until the end of the movie that the killer is revealed. Sehinggalah tamatnya